What is up, guys? Alright, so this is the Glock 27. If you've been following the build, thank you for piecing together all the videos. This is, as the title has already announced, is going to be the gas pedal cut and the Glock knuckle cut and or the trigger guard undercut. Alright, so this side I have not touched, but you can see the line that I've drawn. Whenever you want to do a decent gas pedal cut, you're basically just connecting this bottom corner right here to this upper corner. This is the side that I've already cut, and I'll kind of refine it a little bit. I'll bring this edge down, but essentially you just want it to be a seamless flow going from the top upper hand straight down to the other corner. And you can kind of see that Sharpie mark that I put on there going from right here all the way up. And to do a really good gas pedal cut, I recommend, if you have a Dremel, get the extension arm, and then when you get the sanding head, leave the sanding head off. Like, you don't want to center it up, you want it off, just so you have a little bit of that sanding wheel to where you can gouge into it. Reason being is if you make it flush, if you have this particular attachment, it has some plastic rods or spacers in there that sticks out, and then it stops you from getting the best cut that you can do. So essentially, you keep it literally like that. You just go down. And with that being said, alright, you see how it's raised on this side? I sand it down to where it's flush with this inside portion. So flush. That is a little bit of an over gouge. Most people, that happens to them, and most times there's not really any way to avoid it unless you start from the bottom and cut upwards. Not really a big issue. I mean, if you're 100% finicky on everything you do, that would probably get on your nerves. But all in all, that's a quick summary, if you will, of how to do the gas pedal cut. And the gas pedal cut, guys, it can assist in controlling muzzle flip, and it aids in recoil management. It can also assist in basically enabling you to shoot faster, and allows you to maintain the same accuracy as a slower shot rate. So your main combat grip, so if you're right-handed, sink your hand in, get a good grip on it, feel that space, and then your forward thumb can sit right there. So it should look like that. And then when you present your gun out, you can then use your left thumb to push down. So quick summary, your left hand's going to pull, and then this thumb, if you use it, pushes down, and this hand is mainly your push. So you pull, you push, and then you can use your thumb for that mitigation on that gas pedal. And then on this side, I like to have a cut just so whenever you do a quick draw, your finger gets used to that to that gas pedal, that feel right there. So your finger automatically knows right where it is. And especially with Glock, with that bore axis being down low, anywhere you point, you're bound to hit that target. That's one of the main reasons why I stick with Glock overall. I shoot a lot of other brands, but so far, especially the videos I put out now, they are Glock. I'm trying to get most of the Glock out of the way, and then slowly bring in some of the SIGs and some of the other firearm styles. But trying to not get sidetracked. For the uppercut, you want to start from the center and then work your way out. Reason being, for me, if you start out, you have a tendency to overcut or take a little bit too much polymer. If you start from the inside, you can work on that the overall contour, and your knuckle essentially rubs on the outside of the trigger guard, either here or here. So overall, that's your main focus point, and then the center ends up just kind of being rounded off. So you start on the center and then slowly work your way in. Once you get that cut, rotate it, and then do the cut on the other side. So this side right here is uncut. This side has the general idea. You can kind of see where it comes to that little point. I'm going to end up rounding it out so it'll be kind of a seamless flow to it. So right here you can kind of see you got all this meat right here. And then starting from the middle, you can sand it out. So if I stick my thumb, I'm going to stick my thumb right in the center here. You can kind of see that space on it. Thumb right in the middle. Thumb right in the middle. You can see that contour on it. So that's basically, and guys, this is the basics. Like if it's your first Glock, your first stipple, your first cuts, whether it be gas pedal and or knuckle cut, these videos that I'm putting up are the extreme basics. Yeah, you can sand all this up here, you can get cool waves and designs, but if it's going to be a conceal or even a daily use, take as little polymer off as you can, because the thinner you make this, the weaker it is. The more you cut up into here, the weaker your walls may end up being, so on and so forth. Bigger, thicker stippling, it takes a toll on clothes. It actually makes you print more, because when you move, your shirt ends up getting caught on the rougher stippling styles, and you end up printing most of the day, and for most people that's not really a good thing. So other than that, I did not know how the Dremel running, how or if it would kind of overcome the video. So that's why I went ahead and I did the basics on one side and then the other. And guys, too, on the gas pedal, you're going to want to take your slide stop out. Well, I'm sorry, not your slide stop, but your block. And the easiest way, if you have a Gen 4 and under, is you're going to, let's see, let me find it real fast. Alright. So it's going to be like that, but in here, you basically, right in the center, you push down on it, and then on the outside, you push. So you push down, and then you push it to the one side, and you should kind of feel a slight pop, and then you can pull it out, and all it is this tensioner spring right here. If it's a Gen 5, be very, very, very methodical, be very slow, because there is a small hole with a tiny, tiny spring. And you can pop it out, and then you'll hear a bing. And if you're not careful, you're bound to lose it. So that's all I got to say on those Gen 5s. So other than that, guys, brief summary. Your generic undercuts, you're going to start from the inside, work your way out. Inside, work your way out. And for your gas pedals, you want to get a Sharpie or a scribe mark, and possibly a ruler if you're able to. Or, heck, anything straight. Let's see. I'm trying to find something straight. So, like, for example, the back of this brush, somewhat straight, more or less. You just line up the top of that crease to the bottom and then scribe it in. Some people, for some reason, they like flat gas pedals. For me, an angle is the more reasonable, and for me, easily used. So, and it's easier too, because you have a point here and a point there, and if you just do it right down the center, unless you have some specific measurement, you might not be able to make it equal to the other side. So, guys, keep it simple. So, corner to corner, as you can see the cut, corner to corner. And then if you want to stipple, going off this, do light stippling, especially on the inside, and then, whatever kind of design you end up doing. I usually follow the raised bevel. I'll do a stipple line going all the way down and then stipple it back. And the stippling here will aid in the grip that you're able to get. Like, so this cut is pretty sharp, so I'm able to get really good grip as it is with it being smooth, but putting some stippling there will aid in that grip tenfold. So, alright guys, well, if I missed anything, I do apologize. Please, any questions, put it in the comments. I would be more than happy to, either edit the video or comment you, respond to you directly and kind of help y'all out. And, other than that, if this is the kind of content that y'all like to see, that you can withstand actually going through the whole video listening to, please like and subscribe. You don't have to send me any money. And I'm not even to the point of asking for that yet, which hopefully I never have to. So just like and subscribe, and that keeps me going. Any ideas that y'all have for videos, just please send them to me in the comments, email, any way you can get in touch with me, and I will spit it out as fast as I can while still trying to put as much quality as I can in the video, with the time that I'm allotted, and the equipment that I have on hand. So other than that, y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all in the comments, and hopefully y'all will hear me in the next one.